Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. I have continued my exploration of the control deck world in Hearthstone Galakrond's Awakening. Control decks are kind of dead in this meta, but I have been able to find some that succeed, and this was probably the strongest one that I have played. It is Highlander Warrior. My take on Highlander Warrior is like 6-7 cards different than the other lists floating around, but I really had a great time with this list, and this is the preferred list that I would recommend to play. Overall, the basic concept of Highlander Warrior is that Warrior currently has so many removal tools. It just has a huge abundance of stuff. There's super colliders and ramming speeds and brawls and plague of rats and dino medics and scorchers and just so much stuff. So with all of these tools available, you will never be able to put them all in the same warrior deck. So what if you use them to substitute one another, and then you just put in one of each into a deck, and then when you do that, you get an added bonus of being able to use Zephyrus the Great and being able to use Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, while still running a Control Warrior deck with, of course, Dr. Boom Mad Genius as one of its main win conditions. Turns out that this kind of Control Warrior deck is very capable of answering multiple threats. It's still good at generating armor, it's still good at removing everything, it can play the game until fatigue, but it also has some tools to end the game early because it has more threats than a regular Control Warrior deck thanks to these Highlander synergy cards. So while I typically play this deck like I'm going to win the game in fatigue, there are some other alternatives available to you if you so choose. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're typically looking for your 1-drops, Towncrier, Eternium Rover. They are just incredibly solid cards, and Zephyrus the Great, if you can keep Zephyrus the Great in the mulligan, you have the flexibility to either use that early on in order to counter some early threats, or to save it for later. You just have it available at any time, and the confidence boost of having that Zephyrus available whenever you need it. That's just going to help you a lot. In addition to those 1-drops and Zephyrus, there are sometimes positions where you can keep some other cards too. For example, if you're facing a deck that's going to swarm the board, you know it's going to be like a token druid or a 2 warlock, warpath, brawl. Excellent cards to keep. If it's an embiggen druid, I would also add the super collider, because then you can make 2 big minions kill each other, and whenever you're in a slower matchup, then Dr. Boom Mad Genius, and you can just start churning out that value from it. Overall, mulligans with a Highlander deck have to be a little bit more flexible than with a deck that has duplicates. It's unlikely that you're able to hard mulligan for something specific. So while you prefer those 1-drops, while you prefer these removal pieces, sometimes if you have like one card that you really like and then you have something like an Evil Quartermaster or Snip Snap, which is kind of good in the early game, then with a Highlander deck you're much more likely to benefit from keeping that card, whereas with a duplicates running deck you hard mulligan much more for exactly the perfect cards. If you enjoy this content, you can support the channel by joining as a member or subscriber on YouTube and joining as a follower or subscriber on Twitch. And now, let's go take a look at Highlander Control Warrior in action. Murlocs. Or those big spells. I'm a little scared that it's some kind of aggro shaman. I think I keep these. But yeah, a shaman. Haven't seen that in a while. Alright, so far so good. Battle Cry. Really? Nah, it's Murlocs. This Whirlwind is probably more useful now than later on. So is there going to be the 2-3 Murloc? If I were to play the weapons project now, I think I can just whirl with these. We get rid of some of that stuff. If he just drops the underbelly, I can always coin Molten Breath on it. That's always possible. Okay. One card left, and that was a keep card. I do wonder what it's all about. I think I'll play the Quartermaster. We'll see what happens. Battlecry Shaman is popular on newsletter. Really? That's very strange. Oh, that was a nice one. Good Cold Light Seer. I could coin a brawl. It's not awesome, but it's something. I don't have a dragon in hand, so I don't get armor from the Molten Breath. I think I'll just drop the Devastator out there, right? No, I can play the Weapons Project now, it's fine. I can kill the poisonous, the Death Rattle Murloc. Then I have the option to brawl next turn anyway. And not leave a Death Rattle behind. That's a pretty good one. So it's probably a brawl, right? Does Scorcher change something? If I just play Scorcher, it kills these two. It allows me to kill that one. Brawl is probably better. Let's brawl that. Pretty decent chance, 50% that I can kill whatever wins the brawl. Except that in this case I cannot. Okay, bit of a refill for the Murloc Shaman. That's in Battleground. Yeah. Okay, down to 11. Nasty business that. Is Warpathing too early? Maybe it's still a little early to Warpath. I think I can just Molten Breath that one. And kill that one and armor up. I think this is acceptable. At 16. One Lackey, 2 other cards. I have the ability to do 4 points with the Warpath next turn. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dearie dear dear. It's a lot of Murlocs. Probably need to do 4 with the Warpath. Life could be better. Go with the Warpath and kill that. I go down to 9. But the Shaman has a Lackey and a random Murloc in hand. So perhaps there is a way. We'll see, I need some time. I would need some more time to stabilize. Okay. As long as the Lackey isn't a Titanic Lackey, they should be okay. Oh, Mighty Millhouse Menastorm, that's annoying. That's annoying indeed. So I need to drop the Scorcher here. And I need to give it Taunt. And then I can armor up behind it, I guess. So there is a Lackey in hand. And there's a top deck card. As long as it's not silence. This should be fine, right? So now I can use this to hit over there. Yeah, I probably need to face tank that tree. This kills that one. I'll face tank that tree. It hits in the mill house. This kills the mill house. I can get a murder on the board and I can armor up to 10. Alright. I'm feeling relatively safe here, but there's another underbelly angler in the deck, if you can find that. Yeah, I was about to say, if you can find another underbelly angler, that can be powerful. Another instant board. Force minion to attack one of its neighbors. So I could kill this. I can ramming speed these together. Now this one goes there. I'll ramming speed these together. Like that. Then I'm going to use the Devastator to kill this. So that then I can trade this. So that I can face tank this and armor up. I think that was quite a reasonable turn. Okay, so we've seen both anglers. Oh, that was a dragon, so it got the +2/+2 buff. Intriguing. But that, on the other hand, is a snip snap. So is it 2 snip snaps? I guess 2 snip snaps sounds fine. 2 snip snaps and an armor up. I have, of course, the silence. I could actually silence this. Yeah, that's the way. Deny the murlocs. Just do 2 snip snaps there. Use this to trade away the 5, 6. Silence the draw from that. And kill it. This one can go face. I think this looks good. Not letting the murloc shaman draw more stuff. 2 lackeys in hand. And I'm fine with a couple of lackeys. Even when they discover some dragons, I suppose. Even when those dragons have random legendary minions. Yeah, things, they happen. That's the 2 damage lackey. Well, pointing it towards my face doesn't do anything now, does it? No, I don't think it does. So then this will trade here. How much do I need to worry about bloodlust or something like that? Not that much, I think. I can hit here. That will put those 2 together. This one kills the murloc. Celiax is going to be magnetized into the mech. And that one is going to the dome. Alongside this. 18 damage, and then I also want the Harris and Jones on the board so that I can set up lethal. Still duplicates in the deck. I don't keep a whirlwind. I was considering keeping a whirlwind because could be like a quest hunter or something, and then I just need to be able to remove lots of boards. And with Highlander it's more difficult than with a regular deck, because with a regular deck I would have multiple brawls and everything. But it's actually a face hunter. I did not expect that at all, I guess. Very surprising. Need to chill for the time being here. I can't afford to spend the coin yet. It is too early. Secret. So snake, freezing. Something like that maybe. Let's play the quartermaster here. Well, if it's snakes, then coining out the lackey isn't that awesome. So I guess I'll skip that for now. It could be one of those hybrid builds. But I'm quite expecting some snakes. What do I do about those snakes then? There is like weapons project and things available. There is coin super collider. I think I'll go for the scoundrel. Let's see what I can discover. Inner rage might be useful. So this one tries to hit there. We'll see what happens. I expect the snakes to come out. And the snakes do come out. Goblin Lucky kills that one. Then I'll inner rage away that one. He gets to keep the snakes. But I also have a couple of minions here. But I have plenty more where those came from. The trade was a major surprise. I guess that Rottennest Drake was a surprise too, though. So it is a hybrid. What is it actually? Oh, it's the aggressive dragon hunt. Yeah, that one's sometimes used too. Oh, so it's that one. Okay. There's like Whirlwind Coin, Plague of Wrath. Gets rid of this stuff. Just not sure whether I should. Celiac's Coin, Eternium Rover does not get rid of all that stuff. I mean the other way around, of course. Eternium Rover, Coin, Celiac's. Not so sure about giving him a weapon here. I'm a little bit reluctant to take that 6. Fine, I guess I'll kill them. Let's just kill them. Maybe I will regret this. I can't remember what dragons that deck was running. So there's a chance that I will end up regretting using the Plague of Wrath there. But we'll see. Surprisingly many secrets. Well, we'll be chilling for the time being. Yeah, that is the aggro dragon build. But I can't remember all the cards on it yet. Is there a freezing trap in it, for example? I just can't remember. I can try with the Celiac's. If it gets frozen, it gets frozen. Let's see about that. Does not get frozen. Then I'm not equipping the weapons project yet either. So no freezing, no snake. Rat and explosive maybe? Huh. Some snip snapping. It's okay. A restless mummy is fine. Right. Mummy kills both of these. I've seen his celiacs. There's no way for me to get rid of all the small ones. Alternatively, I can use Super Collider. This might be a good moment to equip the Super Collider though. I suppose I can do that. Get over there. Celiacs can hit over there. And I go to 32. It's fine that there's a 2-1 snip snap on the board. I have plenty of tools to hit into that if I need to. Well, the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. That can be nasty.
I will be your doom. Ready? I'm
Zephyrus can't quite clear this, right? And I could face tank the Alex. It still doesn't give me a clear with the Zephyrus. What if I Scorch, face tank this? No, 2 mummies still don't kill the Alex. That's awkward. I think I'll drop the Deathwing and see what happens. Depending on the order, Deathwing can kill quite a few of these. It's fine that there's a 5-4 left. I believe that's okay. Oh, the Dino Tamer then. That is a fairly nice continuation to the Dragon Queen, obviously. With that King Crush connecting to my face. Awkward. Need to use a Zephyrus. Retwisting another. Okay, so we've seen Dragon Queen on curve, followed by Dino Tamer. What else? What else do you got? Show me.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Okay, some rather insignificant things. That's fine. So I could do Dr. Boom. That's an alternative. No more secrets coming. There's Zephyrus left. I think I can face tank that and do Dr. Boom now. I'm not going to take too much damage eventually if I do that. No, I think I can afford it. I think I can afford it. I go to 20. 20 should be okay. I have a Molten Breath that can give me another 5 armor. Storm Hammering. Okay. So I'm probably going to face tank these, right? Do I feel comfortable at 13? Or would I need to use a Molten Breath? I'm probably going to face tank this, and I'll equip the Weapons Project to get rid of that Storm Hammer. Because there's probably going to be some dragons coming. And I don't want those dragons to be able to do things. Booty Bay? Booty Bay seems fine. Unpowered Steamboat seems fine, I guess, too. I can do the Steamboat. No, I can't do the Steamboat this turn anyway. Because of the rat trap. Actually, I couldn't do it yet because of the rat trap. Okay. Well, I am at 19. Now, here you can see some dragons coming in. As expected. Go use my evasive berm. I guess it's okay. It's a pretty expensive minion. Can kill that sort of stuff run quite nicely. I could have maybe hit face to trigger the explosive trap here before I played the evasive worm. I think I could have afforded to do that. Okay. And that sort of stuff is just fine. Smolderton Lancer. It is available. So it's rat and explosive. And Scorcher and Molten Breath isn't quite enough. So I need to use the evasive worm. Scorcher and hero power. Evasive worm goes there. I think now is the time to proc the explosive trap. When I don't have minions on the board. Should have probably proc that last turn. I'd have been able to do this turn differently if I had. Just play the Scorcher. Kill all of that stuff. Hero power that one away. Okay, I'm at 20. Then the rat trap. As long as it's not a huffer, I'm not too worried. What rush minion did it draw from the deck? So there's like... There's the 1/1, then there's the faceless, I suppose. Okay, we generate a mech. Clockwork Goblin seems like a sweet mech. I think I like that. But I do believe I'm going to just Molten Breath this one here. And play a big taunt minion on the way, just in case. Just in case the hunter considers attacking me. Satron, but I've seen the Snip Snap and I've seen the Ciliax. Oh, Deadly Shooting, that is not what you want to be doing. Well, it could be what you want to be doing. But overall it doesn't seem terribly strong. Okay. Let's get some armor. Let's kill that one. I don't think there's more mechs to draw. There is some mechs still to draw. Interesting. This one has rush. But I have a Restless Mummy too. So I think I can just play it. It's fine. And I can use the weapon to go face. I mean, I don't see... The hunter has Zephrys left. I currently don't see how the hunter is going to win this.
Your wish is my suggestion.
There's Zephrys. And he picks up like a Tyrion, I guess. For next turn. Can do Dragon Roar. Oh, expensive dragons. Not what I was looking for. I expect the hunter to have picked Tyrion, but I'm not completely certain. Don't face tank something. When Harrison allows me to remove the weapon. I'll just do it like this. I think this is okay.
I dream
It was a Nucera. I'm fine with the Nucera too, I don't really mind. Okay. Get some minions out there. There can be an Unleash left. There probably is an Unleash left. So I actually don't want these 1/1s on the board. They are not contributing to my game plan.
my dragon be hungry.
And just goes and executes the Nucera. Then I be chilling again. I don't want a really wide board because of the possibility of Unleash.
Winds of the south, come to my aid.
Okay, totally don't mind Siamat. If it's Divine Shield Wind Fury. Divine Shield Rush, I guess a little surprising. But fine. I still do not mind that. I can kill it on board, but that will cost me a couple of mana. I suppose the Restless Mummy can handle it. Goes face, Hiroko goes face. I've now played one card, so I could play the shield. Yeah, I can afford to play the shield block, it's fine. Let's do it like this. Hunt has 7 cards total. 6 cards, one of those is a bomb. So there's 5 coming from the deck too. And even if there's like Leroy Unleash. Leroy Nightmare. Okay, that pushed in a little bit more damage than I expected. So then there's still the Unleash. There's like Unleash Kill command left. I'm trying to think of a way to lose this.
Dragon food.
If I play Dino Medic, I'm probably killing the whelps. Or I could ram the whelps together to deny the Unleash. I can just ram the whelps together. So that there can be no surprises with Unleash. So the final card is the bomb. So next turn Hunter takes 6. I still need to deal 1. I guess there was really no way for an Unleash play to do the damage. That's probably useless to kill the 1/1s.
How about a new How about a new
So I cannot deal the 1 now. Now I can.
Light the fuses.
Kill those and I can deal 2, and then the Hunter takes the bomb and dies. Probably the ramming speed on my whelps wasn't useful. Do I keep Restless Mummy? No. I need something faster, in case it's a 2 again. Let's see. Alright. Some decent tools. Let's see about this. Warlock kept 2 cards. So this is probably looking like a Galakrond Warlock then. These are not that great. Let's we go for the Inquisitor's high health here. We'll see. The Corsair was kind of an option. I could do Weapons Project Corsair or something. Is he really going? No, he's not going to go in Dark Skies. I figured as much.
Stay back!
Probably do need to kill that. So I kills one of those and I can armor up a little. It looks like a Galakrond warlock, so I probably need Brawl or Plague of Wrath by the time Galakrond comes. He could trade here in Mortal Coil. But that opening could not be closed. Well, no Mortal Coil is a piece of good news. There's the Plague of Wrath. Use that to kill this, and then I can play the Fell Soul. Hi, Golan. Happy to have you here. An evil genius. Okay. Not particularly powerful, right? I could Dynamatic, but there's no guarantee of actually killing anything. I could use the Weapons Project. Then he can use the weapon on the Fell Soul though. So if I hit this one into there, this one goes down to 2. But there's still then 9 held on the board. I guess it's not yet Dynamatic time. Heavy metal into the Fray Battle Rage. I won't have much armor next turn, right? So I could pick the... let's pick the mystery choice. An Inner Rage. I guess that's pretty cool. I'll do that. And then use that to trade. I had the alternative to trade this so that it would have 2 health left over. So it wouldn't be susceptible to Mortal Coil. On the other hand, I have a read that there is no Mortal Coil in hand. And if there's a lackey, then if it's damage or rush lackey, it's always going to be able to kill this. But hitting there would have meant that this doesn't die to Mortal Coil, so perhaps that would have been a better option. Despite the read, that the strong read that there is no Mortal Coil, because there was a perfect position for Mortal Coil just last turn. I don't mind that. Alright. 6 held on the board, so not perfect, but it's pretty close. All but 1 minion will die. Okay. Then the real problem is that 3 invokes played so far. 1 more invoke, and he gets the full Galakrond experience. Oh, I missed the only lackey, and he had... Why is there an evil recruiter in that deck? I don't know, but my evasive verb is going to have a field day here. Okay, so far things look pretty good. And Celiax A. Oh, I could also magnetize Celiax on this. Save the evasive worm, so then I have access to the Smolder Thorn. It is an option. But why is there an evil recruiter in that deck? There's also Grim Rally in that deck. Is this like a Zoo deck with a terrible draw? What? It's actually a Galakrond Zoo, right? It's not a Galakrond Warlock at all. I think we do Celiax. Trade away the 5/5. Oh, so it's actually Galakrond Zoo then. Well, Galakrond is a threat regardless. I have the Plague of Wrath, so I'd need a Warpath or a Whirlwind so that I could fully activate it. I have 1 dragon in hand that activates the Smolder Thorn. Oh, that was a perfect lackey for this position. But I'm going to get more dragons. Eventually I will. It's all but inevitable. So I can just focus on limiting the board state for the time being. If I can become Boom, then the Boom hero power can also help me with the Plague of Wrath. Invocations, there's 3 invokes so far, right? Yes, 3. So Galakrond isn't coming this turn. He wants the full Galakrond.
Put this apple on your head.
Galakrond could come next turn though. And he can still play more minions here. Yeah. 1 Grim Rally left. So I could become Boom, or I could get Dragon Queen Alexstrasza out there. Or I could do like Weapons Project Ramming Speed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. I think it's Alexstrasza. Ooh. Yeah, that's a sweet dragon. Oh, and it hits the best targets too. I take luck when it's given to me. Does he really have a Plague of Flames in that deck? I thought he wouldn't, because I thought it was a zoo. But now it looks like there's a Plague of Flames. I didn't expect that, to be honest. Because I now had a read that it's zoo because of the Grim Rally and the Evil Recruiter. And it makes no sense to run Plague of Flames in zoo. But fine. He can populate the board pretty well with that 8 mana though. Alright. This would be the time to become Dr. Boom, right? This looks like a perfect time to become Dr. Boom. Let's go Boom. Armor isn't what I want. I wanted an active hero power. He can Grim Rally one of these away. He could become Galakrond. Well, I mean, I have the Scorcher Plague of Wrath for his Galakrond turn. See if I can handle everything else. Lackeys are bigger, but there are not that many lackeys around right now. Not sure how much I mind. Some super colliding is always nice. He'll become Galakrond in the near future though. I do want to get rid of these threats here. And get the blast shield going. Alright, then we get the Kaboom hero power. That's nice. So lackeys are now bigger. How many lackeys? He has 1 lackey in hand. I'm still at 30, so I need the Scorcher Plague of Wrath for the Galakrond turn. Okay. Oh, perfect running speed. Hero power ramming speed execute, right? Hero power ramming speed there. Execute that. And this should be okay. He will of course become Galakrond. Now I suppose it's the time to become Galakrond. Oh, still not time to become Galakrond. Well, 1 mana 4/4s are pretty useful, I have to admit. And I need to find Warpath or Whirlwind so that I could more freely use the Scorch.
The sun well.
This positioning of the lackeys is unideal.
It's your lucky day.
That positioning is also not ideal. 2 snip snaps. Face tank, yeah. Face tank this. Pow. Boom. Get some armor going. 2 snip snaps. Snip snaps have rush because I'm Dr. Boom. I'm playing a couple of snip snaps here. Allows me to nicely clean up this entire board. And there's obviously the Galakrond still left. Are there lackeys left? There's 1 lackey. Right. Are there any? Or is that a spell actually? It could be a spell too. That was actually a spell. It wasn't even a lackey. He has 4 cards left, I have 12. I can easily afford to play a shield block. I can play an evil quartermaster. That one can stay there for the time being, I believe. Or do I even want to deal 2 damage? He might have a Grim Rally left. Maybe I need to hold on to the Lucky for the time being. But I am at 29, and I have a hard removal combo for his eventual Galakrond. I guess he hasn't drawn the Galakrond yet, so from his perspective, kind of bad luck. Why is my Galakrond at the bottom? But I can deal with the Galakrond swing. It's just the... Oh, it's going to be lethal. Oh, that's sweet. Very unexpected lethal too. I bet you didn't see this coming. I guess I could try something like this. Maybe keeping the ramming speed wasn't even necessary. I was thinking it's embiggen druid. And then having that ramming speed. If there happens to be an untargetable and a targetable minion on the board. It is an embiggen druid indeed. It's an embiggen druid with strength in numbers too. You hate to see that. Let's see what we can do here. I really thought that was going to be Breath of Dreams. What was the card that he kept him? It could also be like a second embiggen. And he just didn't want to play it. Because he felt like if he plays it then he won't be able to do things for a time. Things will be too expensive. I mean, that's possible. Ouch. Goes face and we armor up. Several value trades available. What is that card? It wasn't an embiggen then. More Scale Riders. Scale Riders in the sky. Oh, a perfect Dynamic board though. That's at least good. It doesn't get much better than this. Dynamic is off-limited strength in this matchup. Now there is double embiggen for almost the entire deck though. So that's kind of a problem. like these 9/9 big ol' whelps are pretty good. I'm going to be in a lot of trouble in this game, I believe. Everything double embiggened. How do you even answer that? I need to punch those two together. And just execute the whelp. But this used valuable resources, so I might not have enough resources to kill all the druid stuff. Because by now the druid has a lot of stuff. Yeah, not happy about this, but I'll do what I can. Hoping that there's no Oasis Searcher in hand. Oasis Searcher is the worst possible card for me at this point, right? Everything is pretty expensive, so that's an upside. One more once embiggened card left. Turned out to be a Snip Snap. Holy snippety snap. There can be a Celiax in hand. Then Celiax on this. And that's a ton of healing. But playing around that is too expensive. Just have to go in. Playing around Celiax, I'm not going to win that. So no Celiax. That's a piece of good news. There can be swipes, of course. Lots of nestiness still available. There's no spell I can discover that wins here. No spell deals 5 damage from warrior. But like, if I can find Zephyrus, I can actually win. I think I will use the Scorcher now. And the Flunky. For another Flunky.
That was wild.
That one goes face. There could be double swipe too. We'll see.
I've got more left in me.
Can I get rid of the 6/7? Yes, I can. Super colliding it, pow, and hitting the druid in the face. Most untypical way for this matchup to end. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.